Welcome back to Lisa's Family Table. We're out in our backyard and we're cooking today, and I will tell you it is super hot, but it's getting ready to get even hotter around here because we're gonna make steak frites.
Oh, I know. It's one of my favorite things. I mean, I was a little boy, I loved to eat steak, and I always loved French fries. And just to think about the combination together, that's how I ate steak when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
Steak and frites.
Yeah. Most of us did. So I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. So what I'm using is a Wagyu Denver steak, which is a little known steak that I got from the Butcher Shoppe, and you guys know we're huge proponents of their meat. I mean, Kevin and his team down there, Eldon, I mean, they handpick all your orders. Denver steak comes from a similar region of the cow as the filet. Is super tender. What I like about it is it has a lot of extra marbling and flavor. Like, a lot of people like the filet because they like the tenderness of it, but it lacks the marbling. We have seasoned them up with LSR, Lisa's steak rub, brought them room temperature, and they're ready to go. So let's kind of walk you through what we're gonna do. What is steak frites? It's steak and French fries is what it is, but we're gonna jazz it up some. I have hand cut some fries. I've taken some russet potatoes and I've hand cut them and I soaked them in water. And I've got my deep fryer set for my first fry at 320 degrees. Now, water and oil, not friends. So we're gonna just dry these off a little bit. And then I'm just gonna set these in here. Okay, so I've set my timer. All right, so now, a traditional steak frites is not served with ketchup. You can do that if you want. Most people that know me know I am not really a big ketchup fan, but I'm gonna do an aioli, which is basically a mayonnaise, and I am going to fortify it with some garlic. I've got my egg yolk here. I've got it here so it doesn't go around. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some things in here. We're gonna put a little Dijon mustard, and then we wanna put just a little bit of cayenne in here, like that. And then we're gonna get a garlic clove, go in here like this. You need a little bit of lemon. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly, Russell's gonna help, and we're just gonna very slowly drizzle the oil in while we whisk. So let me get it going first. Okay, so let me talk you through the rest of what I have. So I also have a compound butter. My timer's up. I have a compound butter that I made, which is just a butter fortified with some herbs and shallots and some lemon zest, and I'm going to use that on my steak in a little bit. I've got some rosemary that I want to perfume the steak with, but for right now, I'm going to pull my French fries out. This is just my first fry, and remember, I'm going to fry them again, so I'm not looking for them to be super crispy yet. I just want them to be, you know, tender in the center. So I'm going to take them over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my temperature here from 320 to 360 and put my lid back on and let that increase. So we're getting ready to put them on our grill grates. We're using our PK 360 today for this grill. We've got our grates on it. I personally would never grill a steak outside without my grill grates. I've got my Denver steaks. They've been seasoned. They've been at room temperature for about an hour and a half. And because they're about 1.5 inches, probably 2 inches thick, you can see these are pretty hearty steaks. And I'm wanting a medium rare steak. That's the way I like to eat it. So I'm going to do probably 1.5 minutes, or should we do 1:45 a turn?
I think you need to be like 1:45 probably.
I was thinking you're probably right. So we're going to do a minute because of the thickness of them. So we're going to do 2 turns, 2 on each side. When we flip it over, we'll test it on the 4th turn, and we'll pull at about 128. Okay, so we've taken our steaks off. They're resting. We're going to go ahead and put our fries in. My temperature is at the 360 that I want it to be at. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to use my paper towel to assist me. I'm gonna put them in. You can see they're nice and tender, but now we got to get them crispy. Move them around a little bit. They're not even hot. They're okay. Okay. And then put them in there. Put the top back on. We're looking for about 10 minutes, and our steaks are going to rest for 10 minutes. So that's perfect. The timing of everything will come together. I'm going to place this over here. I've taken the mushrooms that we talked about earlier, and I placed that back on the grill just to warm them back through. So now we're going to pull this dish together. We've got our steaks off. They look great. They've got great grill marks. Oh my. That's delicious. I cannot even tell you how tender it is. Our fries are perfect. Our aioli is ready. Look how tender this is. We're going to plate this. We got these beautiful slices. They're perfect. They are so tender that it feels like it just wants me to eat it. That's what it feels like. Our fries are really crispy and wonderful. Let me give you a little bit of our aioli. Thank you for coming to our table today. We're so excited to have you in our backyard to make our steak frites.
Oh yeah, you're talking about steak and French fries, right?
Yeah, steak and French fries.
Yeah.
So we cooked on our grill on our PK a Denver steak from the Butcher Shoppe in Pensacola. We hand cut, twice fried our potatoes. We made an aioli that's amazing. You can dip your steak or the fries in it, or both.
Those fries are great in that aioli.
I know you love it. And some mushrooms. This is a fantastic dish from our table to yours. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get notification of our upcoming videos. We post every Thursday, and you won't want to miss a single video.